Hi guys, it's Trig and welcome to a video on how I make my Skyrim builds. I thought I'd do this just as an insight, and if anyone's looking or interested in how to make Skyrim builds like I do. Start off, I try and get inspiration. So I get this from weapon, armor and area mods in the Skyrim Nexus. So weapons, I would just go, that's a nice sword. Is there any way that a build can be modeled around that? Nice bow. Armor, I just sort of go, what does this tell me about the person that would wear the armor? Does this armor look really cool? Maybe I should get it. Maybe it's a bandit. Maybe it's a really stealthy character. And then area mods, for example, the Beyond Skyrim Bruma. I went into Bruma. The first thing I came across was the Imperial Outpost place, and that inspired that build. Next would be Elder Scrolls lore. So I really just look at shoddy cast stuff for this, or just other in-game knowledge that I have, and this sort of inspires builds such as Aedra, Daedra, other in-game experiences that I would have, and then perk trees and races. So each race has their own special abilities and perk bonuses, and then that would build upon what I would do. So for example, the Red Guard build. So once I've got inspiration, I will move to the backstory of the character. So I'd look at the race of the character. If he's Imperial, will he have come from Cyrodiil or will he have been travelling? Skill set, so if he's going to be a bow user, do I want him to use light armor? Do I want him to sneak? How's the build going to approach combat, and how will this affect the backstory? So if it's a hunter, maybe his backstory was he was hunting in the wilds, so he came across Stormcloak soldiers and was about to turn away, but then he was ambushed by a group of Imperials and they thought he was trying to cross the border. And then overall the appearance as well, so is he a scruffy looking character, scars or whatnot. So once I've got my inspiration and backstory, move on to the loadout and mods that I would use in the build. So this really comes from just starting to play the build. I would look at the outfit, so if I've got inspiration from an outfit mod, I would download that and wear that as soon as possible to just try and get in character. Video on screen, you can see I was just trying to work out what outfit would best suit this Khajiit. That is going to be an unarmed thief. If he looks as normal as possible, it'll be a better aesthetic than full Thieves Guild armor. Then weapons and spells, what suits the build the most? Is it a big greatsword? What type of greatsword? Do you want to mod for that, or do you want to go for the Daedric greatsword, or do you want a unique item, warhammer, etc.? And then mods, they just follow suit. Just what mods do I think will suit the build? Usually the alternate start mod is used, and it's always a great mod to be using in a build. And then finally, I do a run through of the build, and then I go, does this work? Is it strong enough? How about this? Is the build a viable option? Is it strong enough? Will it succeed if someone plays as it? Can anyone play as it? Or do you need to turn the difficulty down too much? Maybe this mod would be good, or maybe I could introduce this skill set to the character to try and make it more powerful and overall make it a better experience for the player. And then once I've finalized my build, I just record, edit it, and then upload it onto the YouTubes. And that's really it. So obviously it shows that anyone can do this. So I hope you've enjoyed this. I'm going to make a build soon. You can sort of see it on screen. Actually, this actually gave me inspiration for the build. Inspired a skooma addict who's now going to be a unarmed thief build. Thanks for watching, guys. This has been Trigger J, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks guys, and goodbye.